That weather looks absolutely insane, and my thoughts on a public beta. Greetings fellow flight simmer, and welcome to the reaction review with me, GripperSim. This week we're having a look at Flight Simulator 2020's update for May 7th. But before we get into it, I did mention last week I'd start a tutorial video series for the Flight Management Computer, or the FMC. Now, all last week I have not left this little office until I have some idea of how it works, and it is intimidating to begin with, for sure, there's no doubt about that, but I'm slowly but surely seriously dissolving this mystery. Now, the FMC is on all commercial aircraft, and some of you, including me, have found the FMC a little bit of a mystery. I intend to solve this intimidating mystery for you in anticipation of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So I'll have my first overview tutorial video ready for posting this Wednesday the 13th. It will be a long one, because there's a little bit in it, so have your popcorn and your lazy boy recliner ready for action. The good news is my tutorial will be kept as simple as possible and as straightforward, as I'm also new to the FMC. I'll be using X-Plane's free ZiboMod 737 FMC, but don't worry, flight management computers are pretty much all the same and they use the same data. Enough chitter chatter, back to the update for this week. So here's the update for the current postponed deliverables. May 28th, Episode 8, IF4 is our current target release date. So they've pushed that back again, but we all know why that is. Early June then, they're talking about the Partnership Series update will be released. Okay, what's next? They say Alpha Build Update 1.3 is coming next week. The team has started preparations for releasing the upcoming Alpha build. We've spent a few extra days incorporating a number of fixes to the Airbus A320 based on feedback from the community testers. We've completed integration and now just running a final pass to ensure everything is working as expected. Then they say week of May 11th, Alpha Build Update 1.3, release candidate in build release preparation, build notes in final review phase, prepped for release. With regards to Alpha invitations, they say the team has completed step 1 of the process outlined below. We have started working on step 2, which will be releasing a new round of invitations starting next week in tandem with the release of the updated Alpha build. So 1 being ensure that everyone has received an acceptance email, has access to the Alpha, status complete. Number 2, access Alpha preparation options for adding more people as quickly as possible. Prioritise access for those registered early for pre-release build testing. Status, prepping for release. Next up, they have a feedback snapshot. Let's have a look at the top questions. Okay, aircraft list, airport list, Bing improvement plan, update frequency, campaign mode, missions and progression, damage model, fully functional airports, minimum spec is answered, nav data, update frequency. Interesting, I have to pay for a separate program to get my nav data for X-Plane 11. I wonder will that be included? Who knows? Pre-order timeline, release date, no word on that yet. I think, as I keep saying, it's going to be around Christmas time, and the pricing model. Interesting. Let's have a look at the top Alpha issues that they're having. I know, for those of us who don't have the Alpha, it means nothing. But anyway, I'll quickly read through it. A320, autopilot, autothrust, cockpit display, etc. Camera issues, installation issues, insufficient draw distance of other planes online. Obviously, that means they can't see them until they're right on top of them when they're online on the Alpha. Manual caching not available yet. Peripheral support. Pitch authority of FBX flight mode. Pitch and yaw inertia and stability. This is flight physics. Terrain DEM issues. World airport data offsets. Okay, next up to the top wish list. Third-party content, SDK. They did say, was it 50? Third-party developers they have working on aircraft and the likes for Microsoft 2020. That's going to be great because we're going to have loads of add-on aircraft to choose from. Next, AI traffic, yeah, okay. ATC, helicopters, they keep mentioning helicopters here, but not in the flight simulator itself yet. Peripheral support for advanced setup. Seasons, they have confirmed seasons. Shared cockpit functionality, not confirmed yet. And VR and track IR, although it's not confirmed, they keep mentioning it here, so I'm convinced at some point they're going to have VR. Of course they're going to have VR at some stage. I don't know when, but it may be after release, who knows. And kudos to Microsoft, they do have an update every single week. Aren't they great? Now, let's have a look at the development roadmap. I'm not going to bore you to tears with this. Let's keep to the important stuff among the updates every week. May 14th, Alpha version 3 will be released. May 28th, they'll have the Feature Discovery Series Episode 8 IF4, I hope. Early June, they'll have Alpha version 4. And then at the end of June, Alpha version 5. Now, if I go over to July here, I notice this is why I said early in my title, will there be an open beta? And they have mid-July closed beta, okay? Will there be an open beta? Well, you know, everybody, all the developers for all the games, especially for PC, they're always having open betas, and you pay the money for the beta, and you get to play it ahead of time. And in turn, of course, they're going to get revenue, because think of all the work they've done, lads. They're going to want to get revenue for all the work they've done. So I'm betting my bottom dollar they'll have an open beta at some point. Now, I know it's conjecture. I know I'm guessing in a manner of speaking, but it's an educated guess, because they're all doing it. A great deal of games coming out for the PC are on beta, buy the beta, get it before it's released. The worst offender is Star Citizen, and that's on Alpha 3.9, and they're charging like 45 quid for it. They've been doing that for years. So that's why I think they'll have an open beta, probably purely because of money, and they'll be going, show me the money! Let's take a moment to admire the lovely pictures they sent us. That weather looks absolutely insane, and you can see the ATC in the background, and of course they have moving people on the apron. It's going to look really good, folks.
They can be called by the ATC, which means that they will perform some ground services on their own to get ready for a flight.